In this problem, we are going to model the price of a car using linear modeling. Andrew buys a car for $20,000, a new car. The car depreciates, meaning its price goes down over time, 5% of the purchase price. So every year, the price of the car goes down by 5% of $20,000. We need to create a linear model for it, for the price of the car, find the value of the car in 6 years, and then figure out how long is it going to take, according to this model, for the price of the car to become 1/2. That means how long will it take for the price of this car to become $10,000. Let's do part A. We are going to use y is equal to mt plus b. Please note I have used t here as opposed to x, just to indicate that we are dealing with time here. Okay, so my assumption is going to be t is time in years, which is the independent variable, and y is the price of the car after t years. So now initially when t is equal to 0, Andrew buys the car for how much? $20,000. So y is equal to 20,000. So you have the initial point, or the y-intercept, which is 0, 20,000. Now as time progresses, what happens? The price of the car goes down. And how does it go down, or how does it change? How does the price change? Which is given by the slope. M is equal to 5% of the purchase price, which is 20,000. 5% of 20,000, which is going to be, by the way, 5% is 0.05, not 0.5. 0.5 is 50%. 20,000. And we are going to do the multiplication without calculator. So just multiply 5 by 20,000 is going to give you 100,000. Then we have 2 digits after the decimal. So 100,000 is the same as 100,000.0, right? Now we need to bring this decimal 2 digits to the left, 1, 2. So it's going to be here, which is going to be 1,000. So that's going to be the slope, m. Now all I'm going to do is plug in these values right now. Y is equal to mt, m is 1000, times t is the number of years, plus b is the initial point, which is what? 20,000. Now this is the equation, linear model. Okay, now that answers part A. And part B is find the value of the car in 6 years. So we just plug in t is equal to 6. So y is equal to 1000. Oops, there is a mistake here. The mistake is the car depreciates. Okay, so this is a very important point and very easy to skip. Even I did it. So depreciates means goes down. That means slope is gonna be negative. So this has to be negative. Okay, so let me write it down here. M is equal to negative 1000. Remember, if it appreciates, then the slope is gonna be positive. That means as you move from left to right, the line is gonna go up if it appreciates. If it depreciates, the slope is gonna be negative. As you go from left to right, the line is gonna go down. So this is going to be negative 1000. Now you'd have seen it, this negative sign, had we used the slope formula. M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In that case, you'd be given price and time combinations or pairs, and you will see that the slope is going to be negative. So anyway, So negative 1000 times 6, because we want the price after 6 years, times 20,000. I mean plus 20,000. So which is going to be y is equal to negative 6,000 plus 20,000, which is, by the way, 14,000. So the price of the car after 6 years is going to be $14,000. Now part C is interesting. It's asking how long will it take for the price of the car to become 1/2. So that means your y in this equation is going to be 1/2 of the purchase price, which is 10,000. So that's what we want the price of the car to be, and we would like to know how long would it take. So that's going to be equal to negative 1000 times t plus 20,000. Now if I subtract 20,000 from both sides, subtract 20,000, then I get on the left hand side negative 10,000 is equal to, on the right hand side, negative 1000 t. These two cancel out. Now if I divide both sides by negative 1000, I get, on the left hand side I get 10, and on the right hand side I get t, which is to say t is equal to 10. Or after 10 years the price of the car is going to be half. That means $10,000. Half of $20,000 is $10,000. In going from here to here, I have used the logic. If P is equal to Q, that means 10 is equal to T, I could say Q is equal to P. It's equivalent statement. Okay. Now I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.